Alright, so we are going to make a couple green peppers. And they are going to be stuffed with seasoned hamburger in a meatloaf like substance. I've already thrown a bunch of different spices that I want into the meatloaf and mushed it up, and that's going to be there. I have a little bit of crackers that I've mushed up, and I'm getting ready to crunch up some veggie thins, and these are as well going to be used as a filler. So when I get these all crunched up and ready to go, we will begin by making the meatloaf item, and then we will stuff it into the peppers, and then they will go into the cardboard oven where we will bake them. So I have 1 packet of spicy 3-pepper and 1 packet of horsey sauce, both from Arby's. And those are going to go in there. And I don't have any more sauces or any taco sauces from Taco Bell or anything. I did look. It's fine. So I'm going to mush that stuff up, and then we're going to start adding the crackers. There we go. We'll get that all mixed up in there to the best we can possibly handle. Now from here, I am going to add, first I'm going to add the veggie thins, and if I need anything left after that, I'll add crackers, but I want the flavors of the veggie thins in there first. Oh, made a little mess on the floor. Oh well, vacuum cleaner, here we come. So let's get this all mixed up. And this is a decent way of creating meatloafs and stuff out on the road or out in the woods. And it doesn't create such a large mess. And this way doesn't involve using bowls and dishes and things that you have to clean. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're out in the woods and you're either living out there or just training or doing whatever you want out in the woods, when you have to do dishes, that requires water, that requires time, it requires soap, it requires a bunch of stuff that you don't necessarily have to deal with when you're using these baggies. You fill up everything you need, you mix it all in this baggie, and when you're done, you dispose of the baggie properly. And you don't have to worry about dishes. Now, it's looking like I'm going to add the crackers. I maybe didn't have to, but I'm going to do it anyway. Add the crackers as well. Just to add the filler. This way it makes it much more filling, and you got to use less to create more. So we'll mix this all up, and once I get this all done, then we will get back with you and we'll start stuffing these peppers. So pretty much done with this. Now you can add whatever you want to this, whatever, basically making a meatloaf. It doesn't matter. If it's something you're interested in and you like it, add it to it. You know, it's not going to hurt. I'm using very basic, simple stuff right now. Couple packets from restaurants, some beef, and some breadcrumbs, veggie thins, whatever else you've got. So I cut the tops off of these. Now all I'm going to do is just fill them up with this hamburger concoction. And I like to make sure mine gets stuffed down in there nice and good, because once it starts baking, the grease will make it shrink up and it will create space down in there. So I like these to be as full as I can possibly get them. Again, another thing you can do to help drain the grease, to be totally honest, is poke a hole in the bottom, couple holes in the bottoms of your peppers, and then the grease can drain out. Now you also want to make sure that you put a hole in your aluminum foil, because we are going to wrap this with aluminum foil. You want to make sure you do that so that the grease can completely drain out, if that is going to be an issue for you. There we go, we get this nice and stuffed in there. Now I'm not sure how much hamburger we started with, to be totally honest. Probably, how much do you think one of those hamburgers is? About a fourth of a pound, or
oh, no, about a pound.
About a pound? Okay. So I guess one of these baggies is about a pound of hamburger. So we started with a pound of hamburger, and then we added our little stuff to it. And again, I'm cooking for 2 people, and it's looking like I have some extra. I have enough to do maybe 2 more. So this could possibly, this will definitely do 3, if not 4, of these peppers. So we got it like this. Now let me get the aluminum foil out. Alright, so we got them stuffed. I got some aluminum foil out. I have the last bit of Dollar Tree aluminum foil right here. We're going to use that to wrap up one. And we're using a little bit of the thicker aluminum foil for the second one. Also, once we get outside and start with the charcoal, we're finally using up the 8-pound bag of charcoal that we purchased, and I am using a little bit of the charcoal that I made. So we can't get any more charcoal this month, so at least for the month, if I do any more cooking in the oven, I'm going to use the charcoal that I made. But let me get these wrapped up, and then I'll get right back with you. Well, as a matter of fact, let me get these wrapped up, and you can just hang out. There's no reason why I have to turn the camera off, is there? Nope. Alright, so I'm just going to basically just wrap them in any old manner that I see fit that covers them up. Just like so. There's one. And there's 2. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't even have to be good. It just has to cover them up. And there's that. Now, this is a container. What did this have in it? This had the Salisbury steaks, I think. This is a kind of like an oven, microwavable oven type container. Anyway, there's a little bit of cracker crumb down there. I'm just going to leave it alone. But we're going to use that, and then we're going to stick it in the oven. So let's go start the charcoal up, and let's get the oven going. There we are. Nice, wonderful, snowy night. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to... There we go. There we go. So we're going to let that charcoal burn until it gets down to just heat, and then we'll get everything ready, and we'll start this oven cook. And again, here's the oven. This is the second oven that I built. It has a thicker aluminum foil, and I used a lot more aluminum tape on it than I had to, but I really like it. I really enjoy it, and to me it kind of holds heat better, I think. So anyway, I still have not replaced the old and janky Dollar Tree container that I hold stuff in, but it's still good. I have, like I said, placed a piece of fire cloth in the bottom of it so that the heat does not hit down there as much, and the cookie tin lid sits in here to hold up the charcoal. And then I am just going to place these 2 items right up in there like so. And once the charcoal burns down and stops smoking, I will stick it in the oven and we will begin cooking our pepper meatloaf. And here is the charcoal. And as I said, I used the last bit of the applewood charcoal that we'd purchased from the store. So now, at this point, for the rest of the month at least, I have to use the charcoal that I actually made, which will work just fine. Get that in there and just close it up and let the oven do its job. It has been cooking for an hour. And I'm believing that's probably pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those out and we're going to check them out. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this one up and just see what it looks like. There we go, look at that, nice. And yeah, let's see here. Let's cut this open a little bit. Open that. Oh yeah. I'm going to open this up, lay it down a little bit. There we go. Open that up, and there we go. Nice. Wonderful. So let's get these served up. Alrighty, so I am going to take a piece of this. Looks like I may have to get a pair of scissors, I may have to get a knife. There we go. Tastes really good. All right. So thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your home backyard. Mm.